What's your opinion on flat rate? I know you have a lot of videos on that, flat rate versus hourly.
Flat rate is awesome, right? It's great. I made so much money doing flat rate, but it is an advanced strategy. It's not something you want to go into lightly, and you really have to know how to really estimate the moves down to a penny.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt your video, but I just wanted to talk to you about how you can make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in the next 30 days. That's right. $30,000 to $40,000, $50,000 in the next 30 days. All you have to do is follow very certain, precise directions and strategies, and you could be making up to $50,000 in the next 30 days. Almost guaranteed. Now, how are you going to do that? You're going to join the 7-Figure Moving Academy membership group, and you're going to have access to everything that we have inside the membership group. This includes documents, this includes contracts, this includes terms and conditions, this includes credit card vouchers, waivers that you will actually be able to use to protect your business, as well as you'll be able to network and communicate with some of the biggest and most profitable moving companies in Canada and the United States of America. So these people are there to help you make your business bigger and better than you ever imagined. And I'm there too. You will also have immediate and 24/7 access to me via this group anytime that you have a question. All you have to do is use the group. Now, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not, hey, you just do this, plug and play, and you can sit back on your couch and smoke a blunt or something. No, 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 no. This is you actually having to get up off of your derriere and go and do something. But by doing these very easy 1, 2, 3 steps, you could literally make an extra $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 to your business income if you follow these specific strategies. I invite you to come to our membership and become a member. Now, we have annual membership and we have a monthly membership. If you take the annual membership, you'll save a lot of money. If you do the membership access, it's less than $1.50 a day. I mean, you can buy coffee from a gas station for less than that. Okay, so guys, go to 7figuremovingacademy.co/membership to find out how you can become a member of the 7-Figure Moving Academy and join the 7FMA family. Thank you, guys. Now back to your video.
Right. So you got to really know your stuff when it comes to estimating moves. Right. So you got to know when you walk into a place, if this is a 26-foot truck, if this is 8,000 pounds, if this is 7,000 pounds, so on and so forth. Right. Because you got to know to the detail how much money you're going to make. Right. Because the money is made when you sell the service, not when you do the service, but when you sell the service. That's where your money's made. Right. So if you got out there and you don't know how to estimate and you're making flubs on estimation, you're losing a lot of money, right? One of the secrets to that going into flat rate is you got to make sure you give yourself like a 7 to 10% buffer when you do it, just for any things that happen to come up, right? And you got to make sure that you're not going to, if you do flat rate, you don't want to make sure you're going to get scanned by also, all of a sudden they now have this storage unit you got to pick up, right? Or they got this shed in the backyard that they didn't tell you about, etc. Right? Because that one, it skews the available room that you have, because you only have so much room in a truck, right? Now, if they add in another bedroom full of stuff, you might not have enough room, right? And now they're pissed off because so you got to really make sure in your terms and conditions that if they add anything, it's going to add to the price, may delay the moving service, and might increase the amount of the bid by an exponential amount, right? And then you got to add in that buffer just in case, because if it's some small and you could stick it on the truck, go ahead. You don't just out of service, just out of the service factor of it, right?
Right. So I actually, Jay, I came up with, I don't think anyone else uses it, but it's been working for me great up until like 2 jobs that we did recently.
I lost you, buddy. I don't know what happened.
Companies that I worked for previously, right? The 2 companies I worked for previously, they were hourly. And they got so many bad reviews just because, you know, hourly customers, unfortunately, are like breathing down your neck because they're paying by the hour and they're paying attention to every single thing you do. So you can't even take a break because they're on you, right? I never liked that model. So when I opened up this company, I said, let me do the flat rate. I did the same thing you suggested. I added an extra 20, sometimes even 30% more, just to compensate for the fact that it might end up taking longer. Now, our flat rate model includes everything. So disassembly, reassembly, we do pretty much everything, right? We don't nickel, we don't show them like, oh, this is how much tape we're gonna use. Everything's included. It's a guaranteed flat rate with taxes and credit card fees all in there. Of course, we charge them for that, but they only see the final number, right? Now, so far in the year and a half that we've been doing it, has worked exceptionally well up until the last 2 jobs that we did. What happened was we have a system where we don't do a list over the phone. We don't even allow them to put the inventory online, even though they could do it, but we want pictures. So we created a system where we go by pictures, because if we could see it, right, visually, you know what we have to do. Now, we try to get the good angle. So if a customer sends us a picture that we can't really see what's behind the sofa or next to it, we tell them we need a better picture because we can't see it. Like, you could see it, but we can't, right? So they send us pictures. People have responded very well to this. As a matter of fact, I don't think anyone else here in New York does it that way. So they've told us, oh, other people are doing a list. I like how much you guys are invested in knowing exactly what we have and how much you care. So absolutely, I'll send you the picture. So people are very responsive to it. They actually, I feel like sometimes they book with us just for the simple fact that we're more invested in finding out what they have. So it has worked for us. The pictures have been exceptionally great for us. However, you can't always know what it weighs from a picture, right? There are some things that are like the picture doesn't do justice. And that actually happened to us the other day. I estimated the job to go about 5 hours. So when it's a 5-hour job, I estimate it will go 8. That's how I charge it, right? I'm like, okay, if it's gonna be 5, let me charge 8. I also pay my guys as a flat rate, so I don't pay them hourly. So what happens is they're motivated by the fact that if they finish it in 5, they're still getting paid for 8. I'm still making money, so everybody's happy, right? Perfect. Now, what happened is this job went 12 hours. So it went 4 more hours than it was supposed to. And one of the reasons why was because it rained. There was heavy rain. So we hadn't encountered a situation like this before. Like, we've encountered rain, but never so heavy where the guys had to stop. So basically, the first thing I thought to myself was, well, what if we start whenever there's an external circumstance like that, such as rain, snow, an elevator breakdown? What if we give them a grace period where it's like, let's say an hour at most, where we're like, okay, you know, my guys will go to lunch or they'll take a break, whatever it is. And then after that 1 hour, if the problem persists, we kind of have to bill you for that, because even though it's a flat rate, it's technically not our fault that we're not allowed to continue the job. What do you think about that? You think that's
actually a good idea. If it's out of your control, then yes, they should be responsible for that. However, you need to make sure that that's clearly stated in your terms and conditions or on your contract when you do that. And when you talk to the customer, you got to let them know, look, we're going to give you a grace period. If it's a blizzard and we have to stop, you know, we're on the clock until that job's done. You know, I know a thing, but you know, I'm doing it for this period of time. If I got to go over that period of time and it's not due to our fault, you know, because my guys aren't doing a bad job or some weird thing, it's not our fault. But if it's due to conditions or God's grace or whatever, however you want to term it, then yeah, you could say there will be we will charge you by the hour at that point. Right. You don't want to give them a thing, but then charge them. But make sure that it's a fair charge too. It's not going to be like something that's going to break the bank. So one thing I like about the flat rate is I'm not restricted to 2 people on a truck, right? If it's a 2-bedroom apartment, I'm not charging them based on 2 men. I could send 4 guys, get the job done really, really fast and make a lot of money, right? So, but you don't want to charge them 4 men in a truck worth of prices because you sent out more people to try to get the job quicker. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that, hey, okay, if we do, it's going to be at this rate, like $125 or whatever it is, or $100. You know what I mean? It's not going to be a little bit of discounted rate that you would normally charge per hour. Kind of. Does this make sense?
Right. It makes perfect sense. I lost you a little there. I think my internet connection kind of.
Yeah, I lost you a little bit earlier too, myself. But basically, what I say is you just want to make sure that you're going to charge them. You don't want to charge them a full hourly rate. You might want to charge them a lesser hourly rate, probably just enough to make payroll. You know
right.
What I mean?
That's what I was thinking, just to cover them, because, you know, the company made their money. I made my money. It's just to cover the guys, because this is something unexpected. We weren't counting with it. So why should we try to make money out of it?
Yeah.
Just
So
enough to cover their money.
Right. So if you got 4 guys on a job, you're going to charge, let's say, $20 an hour. So it's $80 a pop, kind of thing.
Right.
You know, if we have to do it because we have to stop because of weather, we're going to charge you an extra hourly rate of $80, $60, or whatever it is, and make it, you know, just enough to make a little bit of money, but mostly just to pay them. Right.
All right, Jay. I think this has been great. I mean, it definitely won't be the last time. I'll definitely be trying to book again at some point. Right now, I'll just review everything. It's been great, and I look forward watching your new videos.
All right, sir. Thank you. Have a great day.